Ever walked into a restaurant, ordered your food, and wondered how that order gets to the kitchen so seamlessly? Or maybe you've paid with your card and thought about the tech behind that smooth transaction. A big part of that seamless experience, especially in the restaurant and retail world, is often powered by a point-of-sale system, a POS. And one name you might have come across in that space is Revel Systems. But who exactly owns Revel Systems? That's what we're diving into today. Now, before we get to the ownership, it's worth understanding why Revel Systems became such a prominent player. Think about the old-school cash registers. Clunky, limited, and prone to errors. Revel was part of a wave of companies that revolutionized the POS system by moving it to the cloud and onto iPads. This transformed the industry, making these systems more accessible, flexible, and powerful. Suddenly, businesses could manage inventory, track sales, analyze customer data, and even run loyalty programs, all from a user-friendly interface. It was a game changer. Revel's rise wasn't overnight. They started as a small company with a big vision. They recognized the potential of mobile technology to transform the way businesses operated. They focused on creating a system that was not only functional but also intuitive and easy to use. This focus on user experience, combined with the power of the cloud, quickly propelled them into the spotlight. They became a go-to solution for restaurants, retailers, and other businesses looking to streamline their operations. So, back to the big question, who owns Revel Systems? The answer, as with many companies, has evolved over time. Revel Systems wasn't always owned by the same entity. Understanding this evolution is key to understanding the company's current position. Initially, Revel Systems was a privately held company. This means it was funded by private investors, venture capitalists, and perhaps the founders themselves. In this stage, the ownership is typically concentrated among these individuals and investment firms. They provide the capital to fuel growth, and in return, they own a stake in the company. This is a common trajectory for tech startups. They need that initial investment to develop their product, build their team, and scale their operations. As Revel grew, they likely went through several rounds of funding. Each round brings in new investors, diluting the ownership of the earlier investors, but also providing the capital needed for further expansion. This is a natural part of the growth process for successful startups. They need access to larger sums of money to reach their full potential. Now, here's where things get interesting. In 2021, Revel Systems was acquired by a company called Aptus. This is a significant development, and it directly answers our question about ownership. Aptus is a retail technology solutions provider. They offer a range of software and services to retailers, including point-of-sale systems, store management software, and customer relationship management tools. The acquisition of Revel Systems was a strategic move by Aptus to strengthen its position in the retail technology market and expand its offerings. So, to be clear, Revel Systems is no longer an independent company. It is now a part of Aptus. Aptus is the parent company and the ultimate owner of Revel Systems. This means that Aptus now controls the direction of Revel, its product development, and its overall strategy. This kind of acquisition is quite common in the tech world. Smaller companies with innovative technologies are often acquired by larger companies looking to expand their portfolio or gain a competitive edge. Can be a win-win situation. The smaller company gains access to the resources and reach of the larger company, while the larger company benefits from the innovation and technology of the smaller company. Now, you might be wondering, who owns Aptus? That's a whole other question. Aptus itself is a privately held company. This means it's not publicly traded on the stock exchange. Understanding the ownership structure of private companies can be more complex as the information isn't readily available like it is for public companies. Private companies are not required to disclose their ownership details in the same way. Typically, the ownership of a private company like Aptus is held by a combination of private equity firms, institutional investors, and potentially the management team. So, while we can definitively say that Revel Systems is currently owned by Aptus, understanding the deeper ownership structure of Aptus itself requires further investigation. This often involves looking at financial news, press releases, and industry reports to piece together the information. The acquisition of Revel Systems by Apttus has had significant implications for the company and its customers. It has allowed Revel to leverage the resources and expertise of a larger company, potentially leading to faster innovation and better support for its customers. It also means that Revel is now part of a broader ecosystem of retail technology solutions offered by Apttus. This could lead to greater integration between Revel's POS system and other retail software, providing businesses with a more comprehensive and seamless solution. It's important to remember that the tech landscape is constantly evolving. Companies are being acquired, merging, and changing their strategies all the time. Keeping track of these changes can be challenging, but it's essential for understanding the dynamics of the industry. In the case of Revel Systems, its journey from a small startup to a part of a larger retail technology provider is a testament to the rapid pace of innovation in the tech world. So, to summarize, Revel Systems is currently owned by Apttus. This acquisition took place in 2021 and marked a significant chapter in Revel's history. While the ownership structure of Apttus itself is more complex and less readily available, the key takeaway is that Revel is now part of the Apttus family. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.